Salutations! How's everybody doing? You are now part of another Trippy Food live stream, and welcome everybody. We are coming to you from the glorious Southern California. I think it's supposed to be 108 today, maybe something like that. 108, something along those lines. I'm not even going to do the joke with the thermometer because we're talking about real heat. So right now, I have the blinds somewhat open, so we get some light in here. If it's not enough for you, I also have the light here, so I can turn that on. How's the audio? I have 3 fans going. I got one here, one there. All 3 of them going at the same time. So I just want to make sure that there's not too much distortion or anything. You can hear my voice okay? Everything looks and sounds good. Okay, Brian Smith, welcome to the room. Brian, I don't think I've seen you before. Are you new? I haven't seen you. You hear voice, no fans. That's good. So the only fans we want to hear from today are you guys. Right? The Cassandra is back, so she joined it. Joined us last week. I can't tell. It's hard to tell. So, just going by names and everything, especially in this non-binary world. So just want to make sure. Just want to give everybody the name they want. Adam Hev is back. Food Taster is back. Janice in the room, of course. Janice is always here. I mean, literally always here. I don't think... Janice, I don't think you've missed a single live stream, have you, Janice? I don't think so. But hey, everybody. And Food Taster is like, he's got all the bases covered. He or she. I'm sorry. Again, I don't know. But you guys tell me this. Give me an idea. Like, I know Janice is from Southern California. Adam, I don't know where Adam is from, but, Adam's a regular and everything. So, guys, give me an idea, if you have a pronoun you prefer. And also where you guys are from, so we know where you guys are coming from and everything. So just finished editing a darn video. You can say "damn" here because we are all ages, or we kind of are family. Occasionally I'll drop an F-bomb, and it happens. But you can say "damn" if you want. Glad I made it. I am a he, BTWLOL. Oh, a he. Okay, you are a he. All right. Thank you very much, Food Taster. Adam, you are from Maryland. What part of Maryland are you from? Do you enjoy the blue crab on occasion? Damn video, damn. Yeah, okay, good. All right, now we're all comfortable. Canada, BC. What part of BC? The Vancouver area? She, her, props for respecting everybody's pronouns. Well, I have a child that I respect their pronouns, so that's why I do it. So I'll make sure everybody's, like I said, everybody is welcome in this room, and I want everybody to be welcoming in this room as well. So that's why we do that. Stoner Kitchen, Stoner. I had something I was going to ask you about. What was that? Oh, you know what it was? Is we had talked about Ancestry.com, and we had talked about doing genealogy. And you had, I just glossed over it, but I saw that in when I was looking at the chat window, I saw it afterwards that you mentioned that you were related to Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, and who is the author of Don Quixote, and that's pretty cool. And I just glossed over that, so that's pretty cool. Just wanted to catch up with you on that and let you know that. So also, and I hope he joins us today. Is Dan, who actually was Pork Chop Express, but I saw that he left a comment on one of the videos and said, and as Dan, and he said, I was Pork Chop Express, and I said, oh, is Pork Chop Express retired? And apparently, yeah, because he had the farm, all the animals and stuff like that, but he's retired. But hopefully he will join us today as Dan, so that'll be cool. Yeah, British Columbia. I love British Columbia. Well, I mean, like I said, the only place I've ever been in British Columbia is Vancouver, but I've made a few trips up there. Nice place. Hagerstown, Maryland. I went to Hagerstown. I was probably in the 80s. I had some work to do in Hagerstown, Maryland. But so close to the Pennsylvania border. Yeah, it's right off 81, right? Close to 81? I think so. Because I think that's how I went down there. I was living in Massachusetts at the time, and then drove across Pennsylvania and then down 81 into Hagerstown. I think it's how I got there. So, yeah. Well, welcome, Hagerstown, Maryland, in the room. Nice. I always like to know where these people are from. Fighting windmills in Arizona. Yeah. Do they have windmills? Well, I guess the power generating windmills in Arizona. Yeah, but typically windmills you see used as a mill, which is where they get the name windmill. They use the turning thing to grind corn, wheat, whatever. So you are missing out on not visiting Kelowna, British Columbia. You are right. I am missing out on that. But that gives me something else that I can add on to my wish list. So yeah, I have been to all 50 of the states, and I've been to, let's see, I've been to Ontario, Quebec, and BC, and St. John's in Canada. So yeah, still have some other provinces to get to and some other cities to get to. I've been to Ottawa and Toronto, and then Mississauga. I think that's how you say that, Mississauga, which is in the Toronto area. Been there. Been to Quebec City and Montreal in Quebec province, and then Vancouver in BC. So what is the most scenic drive you made in the States? Interesting. Most scenic. That's tough, because I've made a few very long drives. Like I've made the drive from Austin, Texas to Tampa, Florida. So that's mostly I-10 that whole way. And there's some interesting things to see there. I've also made the trip, not at the same time, but I've made the trip from Maine to Florida on I-95. And there's some interesting things to see there. I've also done, let's see, I've also gone from Massachusetts. When I moved from Massachusetts to Texas, drove down that way. And then I've made several trips up and down the West Coast. So I've been all the way from San Diego up to into BC. So I think the longest part of that was one time when I went from LA to Vancouver, BC, and stopped a bunch of places on the way. It's just so hard to say, because, like, for instance, if you go Pacific Coast Highway or Route 101 in California, beautiful coastlines and everything, it's so hard to say. There's just so many interesting things. I love traveling by car because you miss things that you would, if you fly from point to point. Like we did a trip a couple of years ago to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I say Albuquerque. We went to Albuquerque, we went to Taos, we went to Roswell, and Santa Fe. And you miss so much in the Southwest if you just fly out. We went to Meteor Crater. I can't remember the name of the place, but there's this old Mexican restaurant in I'm gonna say it's in New Mexico. There's Acoma, Pueblo, and everything. You miss all that if you fly. So yeah, really, really hard to say. Well, the one I want to do, the one that is on my wish list, is to travel Route 66, which I think goes from Chicago to Santa Monica, California, and that's on my wish list. I'd like to do that by car. Is Route 60, or what's left of Route 66, around the same route. But yeah, that's it. Bye, Brian Smith. Did he leave? Oh, I got to go, but we'll be watching with Cassandra. Okay, cool, Brian. Well, welcome, and just like, thank you. We hope to see you again soon. If you ever come to Alberta, make sure you visit Edmonton and its big shopping mall called West Edmonton Mall. It used to be the world's biggest. It was the Mall of America in Minneapolis. I thought was the biggest. Is the West Edmonton Mall bigger than the Mall of America? Hey, Tom, good to see you. Also making salsa with Mrs. Old Guy. Oh, okay, salsa's cool. Yeah, and we're gonna work that out. We're gonna work that out so we can try your salsa and your barbecues. So I apologize. Just been really kind of swamped. Hey, Derja Kane in the room. Welcome back. This one o'clock time slot seems to work out really well for getting the Europeans on here. So Derja Kane, our first European in the room, as far as I know. Watch Adam the Woo, Jacob the Carpetbagger, or Justin Scard for tips on Route 66. Well, I will, but at the same time, I don't like to watch somebody else's YouTube channel before I do something like that, only because I don't want it to influence mine, right? I'll do some research on it and everything, certainly, but I just don't like to have somebody else's video. Like, even when Matt and I are doing two separate things. Like he's doing a YouTube video. I mean, he's doing a reckless eating video, and I'm doing a Trippy Food video, and we're doing it on the same thing. I don't like if his is done first or anything. I don't like to watch his because I don't want it to influence mine. So so I do mine. He does his. We put them together. We go, that's funny. So it'd be the same thing. I appreciate the suggestions, but I just, like I said, I just don't want to make sure that I want to make sure that I don't let somebody else's video influence mine. But I might check it out. You know, just for things to see. And it depends on, well, yeah. I probably will check it out for, you know, for a couple of ideas and everything. But like I don't want it to flavor mine. That's the thing. And I would think that there would be a series, because obviously I would film. Would be a series of things. Like I think if you guys check it out, I did a Central California coast trip, and so that I went from LA up the 101, and I went as far as Colita. No, I went past that. I went as far as San Luis Obispo. And that covered a lot, and so that's just. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it's maybe 3 hours from here, and stopping it at various places. So that's just a small portion of it, and I had to cut that way down because maybe a 30-minute video for 5 hours of stopping and seeing things and stuff like that. So yeah, I want to do that though, but. Yeah, definitely. And then I guess I'd have to see which way it went, because if I'm going through Arizona, maybe Stoner's out there, along the way, off what used to be Route 66. So I've been on various places in Route 66. I've been in Williams, Arizona. I've been in Flagstaff. I've been in San Bernardino. I've been in at the Santa Monica Pier, which is the end of it. Been there. So, but I want to do that. I want to do that trip on Route 66. So, I don't know how West Edmonton Mall ranks size-wise compares to Mall of America. Also, visit Banff, Alberta, if you ever come here. I've seen pictures of Banff. Beautiful. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Banff is that place where you have that river that is fed from a glacier, and so the water is this really glacial blue color. Am I getting that right, food taster? Let me know. All right, so today we are going to India. We're not going to India, but our beer and our snacks are from India. And I'm not going to do a hot sauce today, only because I couldn't find an Indian hot sauce, and I didn't want anything to take away from the fact that everything that we're doing today is from India. So we are going to do the following. So I suppose we could start with these, because these ones seem to be the most mellow of everything that we're doing, and I don't even know what these are really. These are Parle-G original Gluco biscuits. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I don't know anything about it. It looked like a bar of soap, and they're biscuits, which I think it's like the British version of biscuits, which are like cookies or crackers, or somewhere in between there. So I really don't know what to expect when I open this up, but I'm pretty sure these are going to be mellow and not spicy. So we'll do that. Parle is a good brand. Oh, okay. So Parle is the brand, and then Parle-G or G is the product. Is that how that works? I don't know. I don't know how that works. That's too bad. India has some of the best hot sauces I know, completely different flavor to them. I'll bet you they do, because the flavor is probably like they get a lot of flavor from whatever chilies that they use in what? Some Indian food is very, very spicy. Yeah, but I just couldn't find any Indian hot sauces. Curries are spicy, typically spicy, but yeah, I imagine they would have completely different flavor. But like I said, I just couldn't find any. I'll have to go to a hot sauce place. I think there's a place in Farmers Market in downtown LA. I think there's a place there that has all kinds of hot sauces. And maybe they would have Indian hot sauces. I'll have to check that out. But that would have been good today. Would have been good. Rob Switcher, hey Rob, welcome to the room. Everybody say hello to Rob. Welcome him back. Okay, so this is the first one, and I think we'll do it first, like I said, only because I think it's going to be more mellow than the other one. And then we have Lay's, and to be perfectly honest with you, because I don't know if you guys noticed that last week or this week that I did another one of the Lay's ones because I found, thanks to you guys, I found the fifth flavor icon Lay's chip, which was the chili relleno. Chili relleno. I always get that backwards. And the thing is I'm kind of, even though they come out with interesting flavors and everything, I'm kind of like getting a disappointment in Lay's and didn't want to really do any more Lay's, unless they come out with something like really crazy that I absolutely have to do. But I did find these, and these are Indian Lay's. So these are from India. They're not like American Lay's and everything. These are definitely from India. And this one is Spanish Tomato Tango. And it says juiciest tomato flavor. So that sounds interesting as hell. Now, because it says tango, I'm wondering if it's spicy. It might be, might not be. But this sounds really interesting. So we're going to try these. And then we have these, which do look like they're spicy. And they are also from India, also Lay's, MAXX nacho chili flavor. Which is really, I'm sorry, macho chili flavor, not nacho chili flavor, macho chili flavor. These also are from India. The chips look really weird because they don't look like wavy Lay's. I don't know. They just look really strange. So I think this is probably unique to India, and we're going to try these as well. Food taster, I got these at there's a place here called Samosa House, and it is a restaurant, but there's a little section of it set aside that is a little grocery, and so they have British and Indian foods there, and that's where I got all of these. And then Bacon in the room. Hey, Bacon, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. I don't think you were here last week. But hang on. Yeah, have not seen you in a while, but welcome back. Good to see you. And then these, which I think the company is called Kurekure, maybe? Curry? There's like a play on the word curry, maybe? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Green chutney style. And there's a bunch of little, cracker-like things in here. That looks like maybe a piece of corn, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. It just, like I said, it looked interesting. This says it has dal, corn, and rice. And dal, if I'm not mistaken, are chickpeas. So maybe that's what that is. Maybe those are little chickpeas. Dal, corn, and rice. No, those are corn. It says corn. Those are corn, right? There's a slice of lime there. There's some coconut. I don't know. A lot of flavors going on here, I think. So this should be really interesting. Let's see. What does it say? Pepsi Company India Holding. It's interesting. There's all kinds of writing. Look at all the writing on the back of that thing. I'm just looking for ingredients, and I'm not seeing that. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. There's got to be ingredients in here, right? There's a list of stuff. Maybe that's like over the ingredients. Yeah, for some bizarre reason, I'm not finding ingredients on here. All right, we're gonna wing it. That'll be a fun surprise. So those are the 4 snacks that we're doing. And now for the beverage, again, it's Trippy Food Beer Night. So we have Taj Mahal Premium Lager. Now, I was speaking to my friend Anshu from Exotic Meat Market. I was speaking to him yesterday, and I told him that what we were going to do, and I told him that I was going to drink the Taj Mahal, and he says, "Oh, that's good." He said, "But you're drinking the American Taj Mahal, which is different than the Indian Taj Mahal." So let's see. Does this one say it's imported? I don't think so. I got this at Total Wine & More. And they had a couple of other ones, and they had like some other, I think they had 2 other Indian ones, but I asked the guy and I said, which is the best? And he said this one. So this says product of India. Oh, well, maybe this is the Indian one, because I think he was saying that they made some here, but this looks like it's from India, so maybe we'll get the good one, the Taj Mahal beer. Now, because I don't want to ruin my desk, I use a coaster, and I just dug this one out, which is my Frida Kahlo coaster. But I know it's supposed to look mosaic, but to me it kind of looks creepy. It looks like somebody like took her face apart and put it back together. It's a little bit creepy, but we're going to use that anyways. And then we'll use our Stella Artois glass. And before anybody says it, yes, I know that it's Belgian, but you know, it's a glass, and we're going to use that. So what did I miss? I'm sorry, I was yapping. Nick Maple. Nick Maple. Oh, Nick Maple. How do you guys? Nick Maple. I don't recognize your name. Are you new to the chat? I don't know. Maybe you've like lurked in the background previously, but now you're new to the chat. But I haven't seen your name before. But welcome. And it looks like people are already welcoming you to the room. So you have a general idea of what the room hospitality is like, where everybody is very welcoming and friendly. So, yeah. Okay, what did I miss? They use a lot of lentils though. Wait, I think you hit on something, because I think dal may be lentils. I don't think it's chickpeas. I think dal is lentils. I think Jacob, is that right? That dal is lentils, I think. Yeah, Indian beer. That's what we're doing. I have beer from all over the world, but never Indian. This is my first Indian beer as well. So we're all gonna do this together. It is my first experience with it. I'm looking forward to it. I am told by somebody from India this is a really good beer. So there we go. I've had that beer. We have Students Pub here that serves over 500 different brands from all over the world. Pretty nice to taste something from time to time. Jacob, what did you think? What do you think of the beer? And do you have one that you'd like to crack one open while we do it? So our local Indian restaurant sells that. I hope it's good. Maybe I will try, depending on your review. Yeah. Wait a few minutes. We'll open that up. We'll try that, and you'll see. It is really hot here today. It's about, like I said, it's supposed to hit 110 maybe. Supposed to 108, something like that. 108, 110, somewhere around there. Again, I have the blinds halfway closed, so we don't get a lot of the sunlight in here. I've got 3 fans going and everything, but I think I'm going to open the beer first today, just so that we can sip on something cold while we're doing this. I do have my handy dandy face cloth that was in the freezer. As a matter of fact, I have this bag, and it is a what do you call that? A cooler bag, I guess. You know, it has the reflective surface on the inside to keep things cool. I got this at the Los Feliz car wash because Impossible Burger, or Impossible Meats, I guess it is. Impossible was doing this this giveaway where you went down there, they closed the car wash off. They went down there, they put like Impossible signs all over it and everything. So you went there, they gave you a free car wash, and when you came out of the car wash, they gave you this bag, and this bag had a bunch of goodies in it. So it had an Impossible. That one over here, the face mask, I think. I don't know what I did with the face mask. But they have an Impossible face mask that they give you. They had a bunch of stickers. They had a potato, so you could bake a potato, I suppose. And they gave you 2 Impossible Burger patties, which we are using for our Labor Day episode. And also what we are using in our Labor Day episode is the tiny Weber grill there, and also Tiny Val. Why is that not focusing on Tiny Val? All right, Tiny Val is prominent in our Labor Day episode. So we have Tiny Val doing a tiny cookout with a tiny Weber grill. So it'll be fun. That's Monday. Check that out. Yeah, I forgot where I was. 108, gross. Yeah, I don't know if it's 108 yet. I don't know. You know, we can find out here real quick. Hang on, I'll tell you what it is right now. It is right now 105. It is currently 105 here. Woo! That's hot. That is hot. Sadly, don't remember. Well, Jacob, maybe I'll taste it. I'll tell you what it tastes like, and then you say, "Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds about right." You don't even remember if you liked it. That's weird. AJ Collins in the room. Hey, you snuck in. Good to see you too. AJ, welcome to the room. Did I miss anybody else? I got Nick Maple, right? That's way too hot. Stuff like that is why I left Florida. Well, Nick, the thing about Florida is the humidity. 365 days of humidity. There's some places in Florida that are really cool. There's some places I like to visit in Florida. I used to have a family in Florida, and I would go and visit them every once in a while. But it's brutal. 365 days a year. It's that humidity. So even when it's cool or cold, because sometimes in Florida the temperature goes down into the like 30s or even 20s. Once in a while. But it's brutal because it's humid. 365 days a year. So yeah, that's the thing about Florida. Like Arizona, at least in Arizona, it gets hotter than that. I think Stoner, was it you that was saying that last week it hit 117 or something along those lines? So in Arizona, it gets hotter than that. But at least I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. It's a dry heat. It's not as humid. And so the first time I went to Davis, California, it was 104, but it's in the valley and it's not humid, and so it was dry, and it's a little bit more tolerable. But when you add humidity into that, forget it, totally forget it. The grill is adorable. It is, and it actually works. I was really surprised. It actually works. So Monday, you see it in action. It is only 85 here. How close to the coast are you, Janice? Are you pretty close to the coast? I know that as you go farther into LA and then south of LA, that it does get a little bit cooler. And the closer you get to the coast, we're about 30 miles from the coast. So yeah, it's hot. It's hot as hell. Well, we are in the valley, so there's a lot of valleys around here. You have the San Gabriel Valley, a lot of different valleys. What is the one? La Crescenta Valley. You have a lot of different valleys, right? But the valley is the San Fernando Valley, and we are in the San Fernando Valley, and it's supposed to be hotter than hell in the San Fernando Valley today. So it is what it is. That's a perfect recipe for a storm. It is. 85 degrees with 40% humidity here today. Pray for a cool breeze to reach you. I pray for that too, AJ, but it ain't coming. It's supposed to be even hotter tomorrow. So where is here, AJ? Where are you, AJ? Because I don't have that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, where are you? At 117, you can feel the skin cancer. Yeah, I mean, when you go out, I'm not going out this weekend. I'm staying in. I got lots of stuff to do. I got some episodes to film. We're about 3 to 4 miles from the coast. Yeah, I imagine it makes a big difference. Makes a huge difference. I would not go near the coast today, though, just because it is Labor Day weekend. It's going to be packed. People are not going to be safe distancing. It's going to be ugly. So yeah, I would not go near the coast today. But hottest summer in Germany since they began recording in 1881 at 106 Fahrenheit. 108 Fahrenheit. Can't even imagine that being normality. No, well, I'm not going to call it global warming. I will call it climate change. With climate change, all bets are off. So it's happening. You can debate why it's happening, and you can debate if we can do anything about it, but it doesn't change the fact that it's happening. So that's what it is. 81 here in Ohio. Nice. 81 is nice. I would take it. It was 81 like 3 days ago, and I was just enjoying it while I could, which is I never thought I would say I would enjoy 81. Perfect heat for ice cream. Yeah, dairy isn't always like popsicles. Maybe they're cooler, but with dairy in the heat, I don't know how that works. I had a box of my favorite ice cream, which is basically I can't remember the brand name. I get them at Hawaii Supermarket. They're Durian ice pops, and they're creamy and they're Durian-y and they're really nice. My favorite. But like I said, I just finished the box. I should have got a couple boxes while I was there. Somebody was asking about Ube Ice Cream. The Ube Ice Cream ad. Who was that? I write this stuff down, so I always know who is asking about it. Amy, who's not in the room yet, but we do expect her. Amy was asking about Ube Ice Cream that they used to have at Trader Joe's, but she has not seen it at Trader Joe's, and I have not seen it at Trader Joe's either. So, but I know they do have Ube Ice Cream at Hawaii Supermarket, probably 99 Ranch Market as well. It is 84 Fahrenheit in Alberta, Canada, and that's yeah, that's hot. That is hot. But you know, Canada gets hot too in the summer, right? Right. Hotter summer. Summer has been Phoenix's hottest summer on record. Weeks of 110 or more and 90s at night. My God. Yeah, because at least here it's supposed to be like 110, but at night the temperature is supposed to go down to the 70s. You know, that's bearable. I can remember in Austin, Texas, I can remember times when the temperature broke 100 and stayed there for a week. Like even at night, stayed at over 100, even you know, for a week. So that was brutal and unbearable. Milk was a bad choice. I wish I could say it like him. I need the fake mustache. 74 in Michigan. Wow, you can't beat that with a blunt object. Where in Michigan are you, Nick Maple? Are you near Hell? I like Hell. Hell's a nice little town. It's cute. I advise everybody, if you're going to go to Michigan, go to Hell. It's about 15 miles. 15 miles? I mean 15 miles out of Ann Arbor. But Hell, yeah, recommend Hell. 55 Fahrenheit right now, but it's 10:30 p.m. Yeah, but it's still warm there, right, Jacob? Still warm there. Yeah. Hey, Drafe, welcome back. Drafe is back. We get 2 Europeans in the room. Europe rocks, man. Europe represents. All right, cool. So let us. Also we have more of these stupid cards. So we'll read some of those off today too. We'll start with one. Let's start with one right now. All right, here we go. And just shout it out when you know it. You can look it up. I don't even care. Ooh, this is interesting. The basic ingredient for the drink Calvados. Calvados? I never even heard of that. The basic ingredient for the drink Calvados is what? It's a multiple choice, so I will give those to you. Plums, apples, or dates. So, like I said, just shout it out when you have it. And we will let that simmer for a while we do something else here. All right, just make sure I didn't. You're in Grand Rapids. Oh, okay. Hell's about an hour away. So, Nick, you've been to Hell, right? You've been to Hell and back. I have been to Hell and back. I like Hell. Hell's nice. I think it used to be. I think when I was there at a population of 50, I don't know if it's grown at all. It's kind of a cool place because they have this gift shop where you can buy T-shirts that, I guess the joke is their university is called Damn You, because they're the big thing to see in Hell, Michigan is the dam on Hell Creek. So yeah, fun little town. They take everything with a grain of salt, tongue in cheek. So fun little place. I have pictures of the road to Hell. It is not paved with good intentions. It is paved with asphalt. I'm going to say plums, guessing plums. Mango or strawberry? Well, no, Janice, that wasn't one of the options. It was either plums, apples, or dates. And the drink is called Calvados. Calvados? Calvados? I'm not sure. I may be even pronouncing that wrong. But I love the mango and the coconut. Maybe we're talking about something else. Maybe I missed something. Oh, we are Melona, and that is the. Have you ever had Melona ice cream bars? Yes, that is what I was talking about, Food Taster. That is, my Durian bars are Melona brand ice cream bars. So they're Durian ones, amazing, or my favorite. And there's some Durian products I'm not really crazy about, but I do like those. I don't know if you. My grandparents have a cottage there, permanent residents of Hell. So, but it is more than 50 people now, right? Because I think when was I there? Was it the early 2000s? Was when I was there, and I think at the time population of 50, but I don't know. It sounds like it's grown because because people are moving away from there. But it sounds like you said, people are moving there. It's a really nice little town. Nice little town. Farming community, I think. All right, so let us open our beverage. I'm gonna get my glass handy. And Julie is not in the room yet, so she cannot rate my pour. But you know, it is what it is. Here we go. I have also have this coaster that I'm using. So I have the beer on that one. I have the glass on the Frida Kahlo one. This, I want to say that I got this in British Columbia. So I can't tell because it doesn't say anything on it. Has the author's name, the artist's name on it. That's it. That's about 500. Wow, it's gone up that high. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing in my Hugh Hauser voice. So you're telling me that there's 500 people in hell? That's amazing. We get Melona bars here in regular grocery stores. Oh. The Durian one is hard to find. So they had Melona bars at the 99 Ranch Market in Beaverton, Oregon, when I was living up there. But they only got the Durian ones every once in a while. But it could be, if you go to some place that has the Melona bars, go in and ask them if they can get the Durian ones. Because those are, I would definitely suggest you try those. Very cool coaster. It is. It's a very Pacific Northwest Native American design, I think. I don't know if it was designed by a Native American, but it has that look about it. My next Alaskan trip will be to Juneau. I have been to Juneau. Juneau's cute. It's a tiny little town. I think Juneau is the state capital. Tiny, but there's some cool stuff to see in Juneau. So yeah, you'll have fun. You'll like it. Patsy the dog was this dog that used to. I think she was an American Bull Terrier, and she used to greet the ships there. And they have it like right there in the harbor. They have a statue of Patsy the dog. The dog. So yeah, just something to check out. Does the Durian Melona bar stink? No, it does not. It doesn't stink. You get the flavor. You don't get the smell. It's mixed with other stuff. It's in an ice cream, form, so you don't smell it. I will tell you though that later on, if you burp, you're going to get that durian funk. But the flavor is really good because it's like durian flavor without the smell. So I think you like it. All right, here we go. Taj Mahal Premium Lager Beer. There's also some writing in there, but it's in script, so I can't tell what it says. Here we go. Julie will just have to watch this later and then rate it later on my pour. I'm getting better, I think. Hey, Mrs. Trippy Food in the room, Claudia! Woohoo! We bought it in Vancouver at the small gift shop and the small island with the big inside farmers market, which is, what is that? Granville Island. And so in the big marketplace in Granville Island, that's where we got that coaster. Okay, so Pacific Northwest in Vancouver. But hey, everybody, say hi to Mrs. Trippy Food, Claudia, in the room. Wave at her, I guess. I don't know. This is what they always try to sell at the Indian buffets here. Oh, the beer? Yeah, well, we're gonna try this right now. We'll see what this is all about. And I will use Frida Kahlo to hold the beer so I don't ruin the desk. At the Try channel, Irish people trying, they tried durian chocolate bar and they said it stank bad. I've never seen a durian chocolate bar. Usually I've seen durian bars, durian wafers, and Mrs. Trippy Food will tell you a wonderful story if you ask her about durian wafers, which she calls gas leak cookies. And they have a very, very strong smell, but I've never tried it with durian. I would think that chocolate would seal in that funk, but I don't know. I guess maybe once you bite into it, you get that smell. But hey, Claudia, Stoner is asking you a direct question. Feel free to answer that. Look at everybody in the room saying hi. All right, here we go. Taj Mahal Premium Lager Beer from India. Hey, there she is. There's Mrs. Trippy Food, Claudia. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
and I think Doodle's here too. Well, because Doodle is never where she's not. So we have Doodle in the room too. Pick up Doodle.
Right,
I want to see Doodle.
I got a glass.
Okay. What are you drinking,
Aww.
Mrs. Trippy Food? Is he he's afraid of this. What are you drinking, Mrs. Trippy Food?
Oh, my delicious warm water lemon cider vinegar
Cheers.
concoction. Oh yeah.
That's good. I was afraid because lagers kind of taste like domestic beer, like like Budweiser or Schlitz or something like that. But this one's really nice. It's really it almost has a sweetness to it. There, you Doodle. Like he's hiding out there.
He's been shy.
He's hiding out there. What is up with Doodle? What is up with you? Come here, Doodle.
You're silly.
His ears are down. He's like, I don't know what you guys are planning, but it doesn't make sense to me.
He's hiding.
Ghastly cookies is where ghastly crumb tinnies come from. Well, no, it's gas leak cookies. Yeah, we were talking about the gas leak cookies.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've told this story. I know I've told this story before in the room. So basically, I did an episode with these durian wafers, durian sugar wafers, and then I decided, I'm bring them home. I'm going to eat them afterwards. And I was in the office eating those, and Claudia comes out and she says, "Hey, we need to go check the kitchen. There's a gas leak." I'm like, "What do you mean there's a gas leak?" She goes, "Yeah, there's a gas leak in the kitchen. You don't smell that?" I'm like, "No." We go out in the kitchen. And she goes, "I don't smell it out here." And then we walk back by the office. She goes, "Oh my God, it's coming from in there." And I held up the durian wafers, and she goes, and I said, "Is it these?" And she goes, "Oh my God, how can you eat that? It smells like a gas leak." And she calls them gas leak cookies now. And then a couple of years ago, when we were living in Oregon, I did it again.
Yeah.
My children were up visiting.
Julie.
Yeah, and Allie. My children were up visiting, and we stopped at an Asian market and got some of those, and we're eating them. And then she comes out of them and she goes, "You did it again, didn't you?" And that was funny. But will she eat the Trippy Foods? Yeah, she does eat a lot of the Trippy Foods. So, when we did the capybara, the chiguiro in South America, she had, and the thing was, she tasted it with us when we tasted it, but then later on during the week, we went to another place where they had it on the menu, and she goes, "Let's get that." So yeah,
I ate the sashimi.
Bull testicle, the bison testicles.
That's right.
Yeah, smoked sashimi bison testicles. She ate that. I think the thing is that the thing that turns her off is there is a strong smell, or if it looks like an animal. If it looks like an animal, like she won't eat the meat off an animal's head if the animal's head is on platter. So she doesn't even want to look at it. Don't get it near her. If something is on a plate and it looks like a leg, she's not going to eat it. But if it's like the meat taken off of that, she'll eat it, no problem.
Yeah, well, because we had what was it at the Mexican restaurant? The Mexican chef. What did he make?
Iguana.
Iguana.
Yeah, he made iguana birria.
It was hard to watch though.
Yeah.
And make it.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
Yeah.
And then what was that? Crocodile? No.
Which one?
At the other restaurant with the
We did have alligator. We did have alligator.
We've been to so many restaurants. He has a great memory and I don't.
Hey, Starfly in the room. Val, your channel will help cure my depression. I am so sorry that you are depressed. I hope that that we do. So we'll bring in a little lightness to you. Everybody, welcome Starfly to the room. I'm a gas man. I've had a leak caused by a neighbor eating durian. Probably.
Oh
that was pretty
God.
funny though.
That's funny.
But yeah, getting back to the beer with my Belgian glass. Really nice, light. You want to try some?
It's good, but
Claudia likes IPAs.
I was just gonna say.
She doesn't like all IPAs. She doesn't like the bitter IPAs. She likes the fruity IPAs.
Fruity ones.
So that's her preference. I haven't done a lot of IPAs. I should next time. I think maybe I'll do an IPA. We should do an IPA. But this is good. Gonna get a thumbs up from me on this one. Indian beer for our Indian snacks. What do you say? Should I start with our first Indian snack? Let's start with our first Indian snack. She'll try some while she's here. Whether she thinks so or
I'm trying
grab a chair. Well, yeah, just take a bite. Drinking lemon. No, it's not lemonade. It is warm water with lemon, vinegar, drinking vinegar, and what?
No, it's warm water, cider vinegar, and squeezed lemons.
Lemon. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
See, he eats all the junk, and I get the cholesterol, and I don't know how that works because, like, I walk, I do all kinds of things, I try to eat healthy, and I'm the one that has to take care of my liver and my kidneys. So there you go.
I'm supposed to take care of the whole package. You just have to take care of the stuff inside. So Nick, I have not tried Bell's Two Hearted IPA. Where is it from? What I'll do is for the next Trippy Food beer night, which is not this next Saturday, but the Saturday after, because we alternate every week. I'll try to get that for that one. That'll be interesting. It'll be good. Parley is a cookie. Yeah, it looks like a cookie. It looks like it doesn't quite look like a shortbread cookie. It looks like something familiar, but I can't quite place it. Isn't it cute? It even says Parle-G on it. What is Mrs. Trippy Food's favorite food? Hey, Doodle in the room. Hey, Doodle. How's it going, guy?
Oh my gosh. I don't know that I have just a favorite. I am from Colombia, South America, so I love Colombian food. No doubt about it. Oh my gosh. I love Armenian food, Chinese food.
You like the Indian food?
I love Indian food.
Yeah. Well, we're doing Indian snacks today.
Love. Healthy.
That's all that ghee they use, that clarified butter. That makes healthy as hell, right? What is Doodle's favorite food? He likes eggs and he likes cheese. They're not necessarily good for him to have a lot of those, but we mix eggs in his breakfast because he likes those.
But he loves apples and peanut butter.
We are going to do an episode because, like I think I mentioned this last week, I managed to get Anheuser-Busch just came out with a dog beer, and is a beef based. It's not fermented. It's not alcoholic, but it is a beef based beer for dogs. And so we're going to do an episode where Doodle, we're going to have that for Doodle. I'm going to try it as well, and then I have some like dog named beers. I'll have that. He'll have that, and maybe we'll have some dog snacks that people can eat too. And we'll do it like a whole episode. Although I think maybe we'll only be able to keep his attention for about 15 minutes or so. So we'll see. Maybe that's on the long side.
But Monday you have to watch Monday. It's going to be great.
We were just talking about the
small grill.
Yeah, using a little bit and Tiny Val.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. I love Parley cookies of all kinds. I only saw these. I didn't see any other kind. And these just seem like just a basic brand. I mean, just a basic thing. It just says original Gluco biscuits. So maybe this is like the original one, and then the other ones that you're talking about are like different flavors, maybe, or different things in it. Claudia Herrera, have you ever had any Persian Iranian foods?
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. Love it.
What's your favorite?
Right. And we have something in common, like Persians love to do a thing with rice where they burn the bottom and then they flip it on a dish. And so it comes out brown on the top. And we do the same thing. We love to eat the burnt
because it's
stuff.
crunchy.
Oh, so yummy.
Crunchy.
But I just love, Persian food. Yummy.
Janice, it does look sort of like a Biscoff. You're right. It does. Or like, what are those crackers or those cookies they give babies? The arrowroot cookies? It looks a little bit like that too, but we'll see. I'm Iranian and we love tadig. Do you know what tadig is?
No,
I don't know what tadig is.
I don't know by name, I don't know.
Oh, what is tadig? I'm not familiar with it. Oh, crunchy rice.
Yes.
It's their crunchy rice.
Love.
Okay.
Love.
I just didn't know what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Iranian dish is, and I know I'm going to say it wrong, but you can correct my pronunciation. Is how do you say that? Kalapaicha, I think it is, which is like the roasted, or not? It's not roasted. I think it's like it's kind of cooked down, like a stewed lamb's head and feet. Which I did an episode on that where I tried to make that, but I had a llama's head. I did it with llama's head because I didn't have the llama's. I didn't have the lamb's head. That she won't eat because it's an animal's head on the platter. She will not eat.
It was in my refrigerator.
Mrs. Trippy Food is cool. She is cool. That's why we've been together for like almost going on 17 years.
Who was that? Thank you.
That's Stoner Kitchen.
Yay.
So Stoner Kitchen, you get a thank you from Mrs. Trippy Food. We have an amazing Pakistani restaurant in town where I eat all the time. I'm assuming it's pretty close to Indian cuisine, right? It's slightly different. So there was a Pakistani restaurant here in Artesia that I went to. They had this dish made with goat brain that I really liked. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but it was really good. So I would imagine that being in Germany, you would have more things that are like more traditional Pakistani dishes than we would get here because we're all the way over here in the States. But Todd Dig means bottom of the pot. Yeah, sounds about right. I hate kala. Did I say that right? Kalapacha? Kalapacha? I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I say it the wrong way in other languages, it might be something nasty. But oh, you don't like it? My only experience with it is what I made myself, and I made it using a llama's head as opposed to a sheep's head. So, but it was, the meat was delicious. It was, to me, it was almost like carnitas, except it didn't taste like pork. It tasted like llama meat, which is completely different. But I got this cookie in my hand. I haven't eaten it yet. Let's go ahead and eat this cookie. Here, I'll even give you a piece. Here's a little tiny piece. There you go. To me, it looks and smells good. Well, it does have a strong smell.
Like a little butter.
That's a cookie. Yeah. It is buttery, isn't it? That's a nice little cookie. Wow. Mm-hmm. Cookies and beer. Mm-hmm. Nice combo. It's cute. All right, let's get back to our question. Our question was, the basic ingredient for the drink Calvados is what? Plums, apples, and dates. And I probably missed a lot of this because, I was yapping. So I probably missed what people were writing there. I think I saw some people put plums. Is that right? Did I miss that? Some people put plums. I don't see that. Okay, it is in fact apples. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that drink is. Never heard of it. But there we go. At least a card that was challenging. Not like some of the other ones that we saw. My Iraqi friends make a lovely dish with rice dumplings filled with lamb and served with a yogurt sauce. It's called Livonia. Oh my God. Well, we are very close to. I think there's some Iraqi restaurants in Glendale, or in the area. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out. That'd be really cool. Claudia, you seem really cool and nice, and you all make an acute couple. We're not a cute couple. We are an acute couple. Yeah. Well, I don't know if they call her Claudia or Mrs. Trippy Food. We've done a lot of road trips together. I mean, a lot. We've done a lot of travel together. She's from Colombia, so she has introduced me to Colombia. I've been there. I think about like 8 times, maybe about 8 times.
No, less than that.
Less than that?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like 8. But Colombia is amazing. But because she has family there, we go visit family and do stuff in Colombia. So, but all those long road trips that I was talking about, with the exception of the ones that the ones to Florida and everything, she's been on. Like she did the LA to Vancouver road trip with me. I think
Vancouver.
Was it about 2 weeks? Was it about 2 weeks that we did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took about 2 weeks. Hey, 714. Yeah, well, I guess it's from Orange County because that's 714 is Orange County area code, right? So 714. I don't know how to articulate that last part. Snickers. Looks like Snickers. I'm just gonna say Snickers, and if that's right, just say yes, that's right, and we'll say. But welcome to the room. I have not seen you before. You're apparently new. Everybody, please welcome 714 Snickers to the sneakers. All right, that's a little bit different. Everybody, please welcome 714 Sneakers to the room and give them a happy and hearty Trippy Food welcome. All right. Okay, so we did the cookies. More beer. Time for we are an hour in already. The time just flies when we're having fun, and we like to have fun. So, sneaker. Yeah, Jacob, you were right. It is Sneakers. I thought Snickers, but like when you look like the Hulk and they give you a Snickers bar, and then you're whoever it is that you were supposed to be, or something along those lines. All right, let's do another card. Let's see. All right, yeah, this is okay. What vegetable has varieties known as bell tower, portobello, and Jupiter? Once again, the question is, what vegetable has varieties known as bell tower, portobello, and Jupiter? This is not a multiple choice question, so just throw it out there when you have it. Taco Bell is getting, yes, Yes, they are. They're getting rid of some other menu items as well. I don't know what the details were on that, but I did have that. I think I have a link to that. Yes, I do. Beginning November 5th, Taco Bell will be dropping Mexican pizza, pico de gallo, and shredded chicken from the menu. So here, again, is the link for you guys to have fun with. Mushrooms, though they're a fungus, not sure. Mushroom. Oh, wait. Taco Bell's getting rid of the mushroom. Oh, it's because there's mushrooms on the Mexican pizza and they're getting rid of that? Mushrooms do not seem like something that would go on a Mexican pizza. I don't know. That's just me. I would not picture mushrooms being on a Mexican pizza. And as far as peppers go, would not expect bell peppers. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Jacob, you're answering the question. Oh, you guys are answering the question. I thought you were talking about the Taco Bell Mexican pizza. Mushroom, peppers, mushrooms. Oh, okay. All right. You guys are answering the question. That's cool. I thought we were talking about Taco Bell pizza. As long as my quesadilla is safe, nothing else matters. Nothing is safe. Who knows? You know, they're liable to change that at any time. But yeah, I did see that in the news that beginning November 5th. So if Mexican pizza is one of your favorite, go out there and grab it because they're getting rid of it.
What was that thing we would always get in Portland? That was like a big.
Tlayuda.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like, I guess. You could call it a Mexican pizza, but it's not really pizza dough. It's like this kind of a flatbread that they put all kinds of different ingredients on it. Tlayuda, Tlayuda, Tlayuda. Awesome. I mean, it's a fun thing to get with a bunch of people. It's very thin, very light, and crispy, and then with all the ingredients together, it's really good. Mexican flatbread, I think, is what they call it. I don't think they'll call it a pizza. It would be.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, maybe not.
Just kind of looks like a pizza. But.
Yeah. Tlayudas are the original tostadas. Yeah, but they're big. It's like a giant tostada. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I think they use a big flour tortilla, whereas tostadas are typically a corn tortilla. I think. Maybe not. Brian N is in the room, and Brian N snuck in the room because I don't remember seeing Brian N before. So Brian, if this is your first time, welcome to the Trippy Food live stream. Is the crunch wrap still around? I don't remember that as one of the ones they just got rid of, and I don't see it as a list of things that they're getting rid of. So maybe the crunch wrap is still around, and maybe it's still there. I don't know. I've not been to Taco Bell since we did the episode where we had to eat all the items being removed. But my favorite, shame. Yeah, my favorite Mexican food is poblanos con quesos tacos. Done over coals. That does sound good. So it's just the cheese and peppers? Is that it? There's no meat on it, right? That does sound good, though. The crunch wrap is still there. Thank you, Starfly. That's very, very helpful. Did we say, yeah, Tom is still in the room. Tom, you will be happy to know, or maybe you won't be happy. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You made a comment on the picture that I put on Instagram. I get this hair that just keeps on smacking me in the face here. I don't know what's going on. Tom, you left a comment, or we were talking about a picture that I put on Instagram and on the Facebook page of the Zwan chicken luncheon loaf. And because there seemed to be an interest in that Zwan chicken luncheon loaf, I went out the other day and I got the Zwan chicken luncheon loaf, and I did an episode of the Zwan chicken luncheon loaf. So I'm not sure when I'm going to air that. It's already in the can. But if you guys want to see that one sooner than later, let me know. It's interesting because it's kind of like the halal chicken version of Spam. Really weird, but that's okay. Hey, Robert, welcome to the room. Robert Guillen in the room. I freaked out when I missed your Lay's chip stream. Those flavors looked amazing. They were okay. Like I said, I am getting. Well, I got a special treat for you then. So I am getting kind of tired of Lay's, only because they don't deliver on the flavors that they say they're delivering on, right? Like so when it's supposed to be like Nashville hot chicken. You don't get that Nashville hot chicken from there and everything. So I'm getting disappointed in Lay's. I say that, and yet I went out, and when I went to the Indian market, I got 2 Lay's chips, which we're going to be doing today. So Robert, you might have missed us eating Lay's before, but I've got 2 Lay's chips that we're going to be eating today. These are Lay's chips from India. We were doing those today. So, so I feel like maybe you missed that, but now you're in for something special. Is Doodle still down there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, of course he's down there. You're here.
Okay.
So why wouldn't he be? Are you taking off?
Yeah, I have things to do.
Bye-bye.
Things to do. Bye. Come on.
Claudia, Mrs. Trippy Food, everybody. Please give her a warm Trippy Food farewell.
Nice talking to you.
I got Mrs. Old Guy a Mexican pizza. The Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. Tom, is that what you're talking about? Where are you finding these? So Robert, let me see. Do I have where you are from? I do not have where you are from. Robert, where are you from? And I will tell you where you can find it. I found it. There is in Culver City. There is a restaurant called Samosa House, which is a vegetarian Indian restaurant. And part of the store is a British and Indian grocery, and that's where I got these. So these are from India, imported from India, as well as the Taj Mahal beer that we're drinking. Taj Mahal beer, which reminds me, I think I need another sip. Robert, so if you were in LA, yeah, go to Samosa. There's 2 Samosa houses. There's one that like in the middle of Culver City, where all the restaurants are and everything. And there's another one that's on Washington Street, which is like going out towards Marina Del Rey, like out that way on Washington Street. And it's out there. So go to that Samosa house. There's a little grocery there. They have these and other Indian snacks as well. I mean, I just picked 4, but there's a lot more there. Hello, Val. Join me for a pro-Trump boat parade in Texas. Well, Sonic, you are not from Texas. I don't know that you own a boat, and I don't think I will be joining you for a boat parade. First of all, I can't swim. Second of all, a pro-Trump boat parade just doesn't sound like fun to me. So, but thank you for the offer. Do you think there could ever be a national Indian fast food place? I know Taco Bell isn't Mexican or Panda Express Chinese cuisine, but something Indian inspired. Let me think, is there, or have I ever seen anything like that? And I don't think so. I mean, you have some Indian restaurants that are kind of like low-end Mexican restaurants, but I've never seen like Indian fast food per se. Like what would be really cool if you did Indian street food, stuff that you can carry away. There are some Indian food trucks in LA, like India Jones and Dosa Truck. I don't know if both of them are still on wheels or not, but they were around, a few years ago when before I left and came back. But India Jones and Dosa Truck, they did some traditional Indian food, which was like a food truck. I might butcher this word, don't judge me, but I always wanted to try chicken bagni. Well, I'm not going to judge you because I don't know what the word is. Is that like a butter chicken? Is that what is the? I'm not familiar with it. Maybe somebody else is. I don't think it would work nationally, but regionally would probably work. It depends. The trick would be because the thing is a lot of I'll call it ethnic fast foods. A lot of ethnic fast foods are Americanized, right? So like even Mexican fast foods, even like Taco Bell, it's not typical of food you would find in Mexico, right? Taco Bell, I think was Taco Bell founded in San Diego or maybe the LA area, but it's Americanized, right? Panda Express is Americanized Chinese food. And it appeals to Americans. So maybe what would work from your standpoint is if you had a Indian restaurant that appealed to American senses and did it in a fast food way. I don't know why there isn't one. Maybe people are afraid of Indian food. Maybe they think it's spicy. What was it a couple weeks ago? We were talking about Indian food, and we talked about the Indian name for Montezuma's Revenge. There's like a name for Indian food. Montezuma's, the equivalent of Montezuma's Revenge, with Indian food. I just can't remember what that name was. Somebody on here should probably know what that was. Pita in Florida is about the closest I've seen. I'm not familiar with that. Yes, butter chicken. Butter chicken is pretty common. So I Robert, I would think that you just find that any Indian restaurant should have butter chicken. So I would, just go for it. Go for it. And everything's to go now. So, you don't have to go and sit there. You take it to go. But yeah, you get butter chicken just about anywhere. Any decent Indian restaurant should have butter chicken. It's really, really common. We're starting to get into salsa in jars. Over 10 go. Holy cow! You do make it in bulk. What is your salsa? What kind of salsas did you make? Tom, I don't like Taco Bell. It's really crappy dry tacos and burritos, but at least Del Taco tries better. Something. It's funny that you mentioned that because I like Taco Bell better than Del Taco. Taco Bell might be Americanized, but I don't want to say fresher because they don't even use real stuff in half their foods. But for some reason, Del Taco, their food is like soupy and swampy and tasteless, and I don't know. I've just never had a good. I mean, and you've seen our episodes. You've seen episodes where we've done Taco Bell and we've done Del Taco, and I've never really been happy with Del Taco. But could just be me. I know people that swear by it, but it could just be me. Americanized Indian Persian fast food place. That'd be interesting too. Yeah, I don't know. I have not seen anything like that either. That would be cool too. Are there any wings places with a drive-through? I don't know. Most of the wing places are takeout. I don't think they're necessarily drive-through, the wing places. But that's an idea to have a drive-through. Well, a lot of places don't even have a drive-through, right? Five Guys doesn't have a drive-through. There's no The Habit doesn't have a drive-through. So a lot of places don't have a drive-through, but they do have food to go. Speaking of Taco Bell, Mexican food is probably the most famous cuisine you rarely get over here. Do they have Taco Bell? I mean, I imagine they have a lot of the American fast food chains in Germany, right? Like Burger King, McDonald's. I mean, I'm sure they have McDonald's, and I'm willing to bet that if they do have a McDonald's, that the food at the McDonald's in Germany is better than the food that we get at McDonald's here. Willing to bet that. I have eaten at a McDonald's in the UK, and I have eaten at McDonald's in Colombia, both better than what you get here, completely better than what you get here. So, I don't know why that is. But, you would think they'd have time to get it right here, but they don't. Any great recipes online for Mexican food, at least? Yeah, I bet there is. I'm sure there is. Del Taco came from the Noggles. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that, because I know that there's a Noggles that's it's not still around. I'm sorry. I think they bought the rights to Noggles and they reopened it, trying to do that, the whole original Noggles thing. And I think it's in maybe two of them, maybe two or three of them Noggles. But it was something that was started back up to kind of bring back the whole Noggles thing before it became Taco Bell. But there are some. I think they might be in Orange County. Janice, I think we were talking about Noggles before. Can you answer that? Wonder if there are any Taco Bells in Mexico. Maybe in the border cities, maybe, but I would think like as you go into the interior, probably not. But but the thing is like in Colombia, in Bogota is starting to have a lot more American chain restaurants opening up down there, Kentucky Fried Chicken and stuff like that. At the McDonald's I ate in Colombia, I got fried chicken and I got something called the Clubhouse Burger, which is like nothing like that they have here and everything. But it's starting to become a big thing, which is kind of good and bad. I don't like the way that Bogota is becoming Americanized. And the other thing is that because it's cheap and fast, a lot of Bogotans are eating that, and Bogotans were like a healthy bunch. And they're not so much anymore because of that. But, it is what it is. Ethan Schlabowski is a good YouTube channel for cooking. He has some great Mexican recipes. I'll have to check that as well, Nick. Thank you. No Taco Bell in Mexico. I'm not surprised, and yeah, I'm not surprised. It's funny, Jacob. You said that there was a Taco Bell in Germany, and it was on a U.S. base. So here in Southern California, the first Dunkin' Donuts that opened here opened up on at Camp Pendleton, which is down near San Diego. And so you actually had to go onto the base if you wanted to go. Like, so I just decided to try, because I grew up with Dunkin' Donuts on the East Coast, in the Boston area, and so I decided I was going to try it. So I drove down to Fort Pendleton, and you have to check in. I think they asked for your license and stuff like that. They're not too strict. They weren't too strict, but I had to do that so I could check out the first Dunkin' Donuts in Southern California, which was at Camp Pendleton. But it's hard. It's not impossible. McDonald's, Burger King, and Subway most prominently. Bigger cities we recently got Five Guys is there. That one surprises me. Five Guys in Germany would surprise me. Some Domino's and Pizza Hut branded. Yeah, terrible pizza. That's too bad. Noggles is like Pioneer's Chicken, rare to find. Well, again, Noggles is reopened. Pioneer Chicken is they're just the survivors. I think there's two left. One is in Bell Gardens, and the other one, I can't remember where the other one is, but there's two left of the Pioneer. We got to get the Pioneer Chicken, because the one we went to was kind of like a re-engineered Pioneer Chicken. That episode we do. We're going to go to one of the original Pioneer Chickens and do an episode there. But yeah, only two left. But Noggles is different. Noggles reopened, so they bought the rights to Noggles. I don't know if they bought it from Taco Bell or from the guy that originally had Noggles, and they reopened a Noggles. It was somewhat recent. And so that was the deal with Noggles. It was like a reopened to bring back Noggles, but as opposed to Pioneer Chicken, which has been here, but it's been like narrowed down to just two left. That's what it kind of is. Time for another snack. Thank you, Janice. You're absolutely right, because we're cooking along here on time. I'm yapping, and we're not getting anything eaten. So let's go with the Spanish Tomato Tango. I don't necessarily know that this one's going to get hot. It looks hot. It's in a red packet. There's little red specks on there, but I don't see peppers. I just see. Nope, I take that back. There's a jalapeno right there. So it might be spicy. We'll see. From the bottom. The one in Bell Gardens is one authentic. Yeah, it's authentic because it's real. It's one of the last remaining ones. Oh, Jacob, off to bed. Okay, I always forget that it's much later there, but I'm glad you could join us. Thank you very much, Jacob. Darja Kane is leaving us, going to bed. Farewell, and hope we'll see you again next week. Always good to see you. Welcome back. Derek. By Derek. Which Derek? Oh, Darja Kane. I thought Derek, but he's Jacob. They smell nice. They smell good. They smell spicy, but not hot spicy necessarily. Yeah, Cassandra, I hate that. They'll kill you every time. Those are very red. But again, it's hard to tell whether it's the tomato or the pepper. You got both. If you do try the famous Noggle cheeseburger, the macho nachos, or the beef burrito, how about all three, Sonic? These do look good. Food taster, let's try them. Ooh, there's stuff in there. Those are very tomatoey. And it says Spanish Tomato Tango. It's tangy. It's very tangy tomato. Really nice. No, they're not salty. I'm sorry. There's salt there, but it's not overly salty. Really nice. I love chips. Who doesn't? Are there people who don't like chips? Oh, speaking of that, no, who was it? Was it somebody who we haven't seen in a while, but from Ireland, and I can't remember their name? They had suggested making a Tato sandwich. And Tato are chips that are available in Ireland that are impossible to find. They won't ship them to you. And I found a British store here that had Tatos, so we're going to make a Tato sandwich. I wonder how different the flavors compared to Canadian Lay's potato ketchup chips. I think we did an episode on the Lay's ketchup chips. These do taste different. These are spicier than the Lay's ketchup chips. But I have to go back and check, because I think we did an episode with Andrew. He was wearing the Canadian shirt, and I think we did some Canadian chips. And we might have done the ketchup chips one. I know we did the all dressed one, which showed up here, which is here now. But we did like a Canadian all dressed one. No, Cassandra, they don't taste ketchupy, or they taste tomatoey. Like the closest flavor I could say is like they almost taste like tomato paste. You get that flavor from tomato paste, and even though they have a jalapeno on the outside of it, not really that spicy. Really nice. They are full of tomato flavor. They're really good. Thumbs way up on this. All right. I'm sorry, this is bothering me. What is that winged animal on the top right? Are you talking about here? You talking about that, Sonic? There are two of them. You talking about that, Sonic? There are two of them. I can't see it because there's that live screen there, but I know what they are. So they are wooden carved dragons from Bali. And there's two of them. So like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like every week, more and more stuff going up on the wall back. It's just that we moved here about a year ago, and we're still taking stuff out of boxes. So like, not like these dragons here, these were a gift from Julie. Those are somewhat new. The license plates started coming out there. I think we started with these three, and then we got these two, the Massachusetts and the Pennsylvania one. And then this was a sign that was a gift from Michelle Grant that we put up there. So yeah, there's stuff here too, you just can't see it. New stuff that's over here. I see the bouncing plane. The bouncing plane, this was made by one of Claudia's high school friends from Colombia. So it's like, I guess you put it has that little spring on that, you pull down on this thing, and then it flaps its wings. Because isn't that how planes work? Flapping their wings? Now, things have grown, but things have actually gotten smaller too. So if you notice the bookcase, I've taken some stuff out of the bookcase. I got rid of the fire truck. It was just taking up a lot of space, and things were starting to become cluttered. So I put a bunch of stuff away. I might have to do a little bit more, but I've kind of pared that down. I probably will go through the CDs, get the CDs out of there and everything, and spread everything out. Things just started to get a little cluttered. I love how cute the tiny barbecue is behind you on the top shelf. Well, food taster, then do this. On Monday, our Labor Day episode, we put that grill to use. We use that grill for our Labor Day episode. So don't miss that. Monday morning, check it out. I think we call it Val's Tiny Cookout, and we have a special vocal appearance. He talks a lot during that episode. Tiny Val. Tiny Val's in there as well. So. All right, because time is cranking along and we have 3 snacks left. All right, so I don't know. This one looks like it's supposed to be hot. This one looks like it's supposed to be spicy. What do you guys think? Should we do the Lay's MAXX not macho chili flavor or the Kurekure green chutney style snacks? Which one? Let me know. Which one? We'll do that one next. How did Tiny Val come about? Okay, so. If you watch our episode at, what is the name of that place in Seattle? Archie McPhee's. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Archie McPhee's, but you've seen that mask, the horse head mask that everybody was wearing and everything. That's from Archie McPhee's, and people buy from Archie McPhee's online. But it's a gigantic novelty store. They have a lot of food novelties as well. They carry the Hot Licks bugs and the scorpion and the lollipop, that kind of thing. They have like foie gras bubble gum, things along those lines. And they have a bunch of very, very interesting. Well, they had this bin full of people, little plastic people, and I picked this one up. So I did some painting on there, and basically what I did was I just painted my clothes on him, right? So I gave him the same shirt and jeans. Because I think he was wearing like brown pants and a pink shirt, something along those lines. But other than that, he looked like me. I just picked this thing up and go like, does that look like me? And everyone goes, yeah, it does. It does look like you. So I bought 2 of them, and so there's another one. He's on the shelf there somewhere. I'm not sure, but I bought 2 of them, and it's Tiny Val. And so his first appearance, if you go back, this is maybe 3 years, maybe even longer than that. We did an episode at the world's smallest park, which is Mill Ends Park in Portland, Oregon. And Tiny Val is like, he's doing that whole episode by himself. He's in the world's smallest park. And so that's how Tiny Val came about. Now, if you watch some of our episodes, we'll sneak them in every once in a while. So like we'll be eating something, and if you just look at the plate, you'll see Tiny Val standing next to the plate and everything. But we put him front and center in the Val's Tiny Cookout episode that's going to air on Monday. Pringles sour cream. If I had some right now, I've never had the Pringles. Somebody else mentioned Pringles not Pringles bacon one, the pizza one, Pringles pizza one, and said that one's pretty good. But I've never had that. I've never had those Pringles. MAXX. Well, Lay's. Sonic, you said Lay's. Oh no. Okay, Lay's is the MAXX. Everyone's saying MAXX. MAXX it is. Archie McPhee says everything weird. It does. Janice, have you seen our Archie McPhee episode when we went up to visit Archie McPhee? I mean, some of the fun things about Archie McPhee are the displays they have in the store, and they have a new rubber chicken museum. They've just opened the rubber chicken museum there too. So yeah, fun place to go to. But they're located up in Seattle, and then anything that they have up there you can buy online. But you can't see the displays online, obviously. So Tiny Val, yeah, I'm Big Val. That's Tiny Val. So it'll be funny. It'll be fun. I think we did not answer that question, and I saw people said peppers and mushrooms, right? So it was what vegetable has varieties known as bell tower, Orabelle, and Jupiter? And the answer is pepper. There are varieties of peppers. So don't know who said pepper, don't know who said mushroom. I'm not going to embarrass anybody. We'll just say everybody said pepper. There we go. All right, time for another snack. Let's do another card, and we'll do another snack. Okay, yeah, Janice, just go there and check. Do a search on YouTube for Trippy Food Archie McPhee, and it should come up. Well, actually, you'll probably get 2 videos because I think another one we did. We did some candy canes. I think it was rotisserie chicken flavored candy canes, which were also from Archie McPhee's. This lunchbox right here, I don't know if you can see that. It says Meat Parade. That's an Archie McPhee lunchbox. It said mushroom. I said mushroom. Oh, see, you didn't even have to say that. You could have just left it alone, and we would have thought you said pepper, and everyone would have been happy. Nobody knows who said mushroom unless they go back and look. All right, here's the next card. It is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. What kind of smoked fish is a kipper? And then when it says smoked fish, it's not like. What kind of smoked fish is a kipper? And this is multiple choice. Is a kipper a salmon, a herring, or a haddock? So what kind of smoked fish is a kipper? That's the question. Let's open a snack. So we said Lay's. I think everybody said Lay's. I only like mushrooms on pizza. Sonic, have you ever had stuffed mushrooms? Stuffed mushrooms are awesome. Stuffed mushrooms are really nice, savory flavor and everything. Depends on how they're made. That's one of the things I like to make is stuffed mushrooms. But I like them on pizza as well. Herring. It's cuttlefish. Sonic, you always gotta be contrary, don't you? It's cuttlefish. It's not it's not the cuttlefish, but that's okay. Salmon, herring, or haddock. Those are all these. Hey, El Marijuano 209 in the room, everybody. Say hello. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you in a few weeks, but you're always welcome. El Marijuano 209. So, Sonic, were you saying these are okay? Is this what you were talking about? Have you had these before? I have not had these. We're just going to open this right now. I love to be contrary. I'm a rebel, a loner. There are things about me you don't know. Things you shouldn't know. Name that movie. Oh my God. This is not meant to be opened from the bottom, apparently. Never had those? Want to try the spicy ones? Yeah. This is supposed to be spicy. They say it's hot. If Matt was here, he'd just rip this bag apart. I'm going to use the old teeth method. Whatever works here. I did rate those the Spanish Tomato Tango Lays, didn't I? I did give those a big thumbs up. Just want to make sure. Oh yeah, so these are like wavy, but they're like done on a punch press or something. It's really weird. It's not waffle, but it's not wavy either. Those are weird looking. Use scissors. You know, I had a pair of scissors here, and I don't know where they are. So, you know, the teeth worked. I had to do the teeth. Nice smell. They don't smell too artificial. Let's try these. So again, the only flavor I imagine is going to be that looks like a jalapeno. Jalapenos aren't too typically hot. But, you know, in India, maybe they think jalapenos are hot. Here we go. Look at this. Look at the depth of that wave. It's really severe. Name this movie, y'all, and Trippy Food in case I don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And the good rest of the day. Truman Show. Really crunchy. If you like crunchy chips, you'll like those. They're really crunchy. Every potato chip I've eaten is always half the bag. Yeah, I don't know if if like they fill it up when they're fresh and they settle and become smaller, you know, break apart. I don't know. But you never seem to get a full bag of chips, do you? Oh, wow. It has a heat that creeps up on you. I can't say that it's like a really strong jalapeno flavor, but there is some heat. Oh, it is an insidious heat. It sneaks up on you, but it's there. You have watched the Truman Show? I love the Truman Show. That was good. Yeah. I sometimes feel like we're in the Truman Show. Yeah, these are good. They definitely have a chili. I like the way they say chili with 2 L's. That's funny. MAXX chili, macho chili flavor. These are really good. Like I said, they have the heat, not so much flavor, but it's a nice heat. It's not crazy. It's not stupid crazy heat. I like the crunch of the chips. They're really nice. Yeah. So this is going to give me I'm going to give this a thumbs up. Big thumbs up on this one. They purposely leave a lot of air so you don't have a bag of broken chips. So you only have a half a bag of broken chips. Because they're all, I mean, very, very few times I've had them, they're not broken. Should we, let's see, we got half an hour left. We got some time. Let's go back to the question. I think everybody was saying herring, and yeah, it's herring. So that one's pretty easy. Is anyone familiar with haddock? Has anyone had haddock? Haddock is a fish from the Northeast. So it's like a cold water fish from the Northeast. So growing up in Massachusetts, we ate a lot of haddock. And it is a very unusual fish. Texturally, it's not like a flaky white fish, very solid fish. But yeah, haddock is, you don't find it here on the West Coast too much, haddock. But I do like haddock. And salmon, yeah, that'd be kind of obvious. All right, let's do another question, and then we'll open our last snack. Then we can talk some more, too. Is haddock like cod? It is like cod because, again, they're both from like the North Seas, the North Atlantic. They're haddock and cod are both from the North Atlantic. I don't know if you've heard about scrod. Scrod doesn't exist. There's no such thing as scrod. Usually it's cod. But yeah, it's similar to cod, but not. But two completely different fishes. What was the first? Oh, this is interesting. What was the first product to use a barcode? Was it milk? Was it crisps, which are chips? These, I imagine, are crisps. Was it milk? Was it crisps? Or was it chewing gum? And I will tell you that the first product to use a barcode was in 1974. So was it milk, crisps, or chewing gum? Crisps meaning chips. All right, we'll leave that. We'll let that simmer for a little bit. Okay, one of the things, I don't know, have any of you been to, do any of you go to New York a lot, New York City a lot? And if you do you frequent Times Square? Because in the news, and this apparently is not a COVID fatality, but the McDonald's, the big McDonald's, is not the world's largest McDonald's. The world's largest McDonald's is in Orlando, Florida, but it's a 4-story McDonald's that for years has been in the middle of Times Square, and it's just been a kind of a cool thing to just go into this 4-story McDonald's in Times Square. But they are shutting down. So the 4-story McDonald's in Times Square is shutting down, and again, not a COVID fatality, but but still going away because kids are grabbing it all the time from this. Oh, okay, chewing gum. So barcodes were invented to prevent theft. So in other words, would barcodes like set off some sort of alarm or something when they go out the door? Is that how that works? How does that work? Because I think barcode you have to have it's read with a laser, if I'm not mistaken. The first ever McDonald's is still in Norwalk, California. No, Sonic, I'm afraid it is not. The first ever McDonald's was in San Bernardino, California, and it is no longer there. There is a sign there. I think there is a fast food restaurant there, but it's no longer a McDonald's. The oldest McDonald's still in existence is in Downey, California, and it has the old style garden golden arches, and it has like a little museum next to it that has like all old stuff from McDonald's. Unfortunately, they serve the same crappy food they serve at every other McDonald's, but it's a fun place to visit. The one in Downey, the oldest remaining McDonald's, and the one in San Bernardino, no longer there. But there you go. Unless you're thinking Norwalk being close, Norwalk is close to Downey. Maybe you're confusing the two of those. But it's not the original one. It's just the oldest one. The oldest one is still in existence. Sort of like I don't know if you saw our episode from Bob's Big Boy in Burbank. It is not the oldest Bob's Big. It's not the original Bob's Big Boy. The original Bob's Big Boy was in Glendale, I think, maybe not Glen Oaks, but it was in Glendale. It's no longer there. But the oldest surviving Bob's Big Boy is the one in Burbank that does the car hop service and stuff like that. So, yeah, just a little. Yes, the sign is still in San Bernardino. They have a little museum there. I didn't know they had a museum. I saw like the sign, and then there's like other signs and everything. But I didn't know they had a museum there as well. So that's worth checking out. There's some stuff I want to do in San Bernardino. So when I go out there, maybe I'll check that out. And if there's a little museum there, we'll cover it. We'll do it. Fun fact: Phoenix has the first McDonald's franchise. Oh, really? That is a fun fact. Miss Bob's Big Boy restaurant. There was one in Highland Park. They were all over the place. I mean, there's still quite a few of them. They're just not as many. Like I said, I grew up on the East Coast. There were Bob's Big Boy out there, but they were franchised. So like it wasn't Bob's Big Boy. It was like Abdow's Big Boy or somebody else's Big Boy. So they franchised it for a while, and they kind of fell by the wayside. It's funny you mentioned that because there was an article that I found interesting. It was on the Daily Meal. They were talking about the 15 biggest failed restaurant chains. And I think they mentioned, because we were talking about Pioneer Chicken. I think they mentioned Pioneer Chicken as one of them. Now, another one they mentioned is Howard Johnson's. So the last Howard Johnson's closed, I want to say maybe a year or two ago. Finally, they're completely closed. So there's Howard Johnson's hotels, but there's no more Howard Johnson's restaurants, or Hojos as they used to call them. So I remember back in the 80s when I was in a band, after band practice, because I think they were open 24 hours, we would go to a Hojo's. They used to have this thing called the 3D beef burger, or the 3D BB was what we used to call it. But yeah, we used to frequent Hojo's, and now there's none left. Howard Johnson's is all gone. Another one that somebody was asking about was Sambo's. Sambo's was a big chain, and now there's one left, which is the original one in Santa Barbara, but they've just changed their name, and I can't remember what they've changed it to. But the whole politically correct thing, Sambo's being kind of racial, and so they changed the name of Sambo's, but I can't remember what the current name is of Sambo. So that was another one. And then Kenny Rogers Roasters. They used to be really popular. Was like roasted chicken. Kenny Rogers Roasters. They were all over the place. And there's no more. I don't think there's any more Kenny Rogers Roasters. If you guys want to check that out, I don't know if there's any, if they still exist, Kenny Rogers Roasters. Well, here, let me give you the link to the article. Why not? And then you guys can check that out. Do you remember Stuckey's? Yes, I thought it was unusual that they put the T in there because everyone I went to was kind of sucky. The last time I ate at a Stuckey's was in, I was going from Austin, Texas to Florida, somewhere in Florida, and I stopped at a Stuckey's in, I want to say Mississippi, and I was not impressed. But yeah, I do remember Stuckey's. Yeah, and you're right. It was on the highway. It was on I-10, going east, I-10, Stuckey's. But it was not good. I did not like it. Last time I checked, it was still Van de Kamp. So the thing about Van de Kamp is I never remember there being a Van de Kamp restaurant. I just remember there being Van de Kamp like as frozen seafood that you could buy. I didn't realize that there was a stand or a restaurant for Van de Kamp. We're talking about the fish and chips, right? Van de Kamp. Like I said, we used to be able to get the frozen Van de Kamps. I don't remember. I can't remember the last time I saw frozen Van de Kamps either. So yeah, Ponderosa was a terrible buffet. It was. Yeah, it was. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones that are like gone by the wayside. Well, buffets are a dying breed. They either have to change their model or they're just going to go by the wayside. What was the Wins in Las Vegas just announced that they're doing away with their buffet, going away. Bye bye. It's just another COVID casualty. We are having Persian barbecue kebab for lunch today. That sounds good. That sounds really good. I might have that for dinner because I'm filling up on chips and stuff here. Having the most amazing. I love this because you guys are sharing with me what you guys are eating, and it's like it's an adventure. This is like an adventure in eating. You guys get to watch me eat this. I can't watch you eat this, but I can see what you're eating, and you can tell me what you think and everything. It sounds like a lot of you are making what you're eating too, so that's really good. Real roadside food made real gross. Yeah, there was no reason for it. So Stuckey's did not like Stuckey's. Shoney's is what's up. I'm not really, Nick. I'm not a big fan of Shoney's either. But they're still around. I think I've seen Shoney's. I know that Shoney's is still around. But I'm trying to remember. No, I'm thinking of Shakey's because I'm thinking of pizza, right? So you have Stuckey's, Shoney's, Shakey's Pizza. I don't know if Shakey's Pizza is still around. Have you guys seen this Shakey's Pizza? I don't know. Van de Kamp with a big Amsterdam windmill. Yeah, like I said, I just remember the frozen Van de Kamp. I don't remember a Van de Kamp restaurant. It might have been a West Coast thing. I don't know. I remember the building in Van Nuys, Burbank. Van de Kamp. I'll have to check that out. Because I'm sure it's not here. I haven't seen anything. I had some SpaghettiOs from Chef Boyardee. Sonic, here you are being argumentative. That's like SpaghettiOs are like my kryptonite. It's just like, and it's not that like, oh my God, it's as bad, it's just that growing up in an Italian American household, it's just like it's this watery, bland sauce on mushy pasta. It's just like not good at all. And Sonic, I don't know if you saw it, but we did an episode on SpaghettiOs where we tried to fix them. We tried to make them better. We failed miserably, of course. But check out the episode that we did on SpaghettiOs to try to make them better, and it failed. I hope Cece's makes it. It's not good quality pizza, but it's pizza nonetheless. There was when I lived in Austin, Texas, there was a Cece's, and it was kind of like the go-to place for just some quick pizza. And it was kind of like a pizza buffet, right? So you could, I think you paid like one price, and you just like could eat as much pizza as you wanted to. And they had like all different kinds. They had like a whole row of different kinds of pizza. You just go through it and eat as much as you want, which is kind of a cool thing. But yeah, I don't know if they do that everywhere or they were just doing that in Austin, Texas. But there is 1 million or so Iranians in California, so there's a ton of good Persian Iranian restaurant and supermarket in your area, and I am so jealous. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There are. SK Market. SK Market is a big building, but it's very well spread out, so they don't have as much there. I go to John's a lot, and it's Persian, Armenian, and Eastern European. So they have a lot of, it's kind of like a mix of a lot of those stuff. And I'm sure some are pure Persian. Like I think in Burbank on Glen Oaks, there's a place called Raffi's. And there's a restaurant called Raffi's in Glendale. And I don't know if they're associated with each other, but there's a Raffi's grocery as well. And I'm sure that they're strictly Persian, or they're mostly Persian. It's the same with Asian restaurants. It's like, I mean, Asian groceries. You go to Asian grocery and some of them are like H Mart is mostly Korean. You can buy other things there as well, but it's mostly Korean. Hawaii Supermarket is mostly Chinese. 99 Ranch Market is mostly Chinese. I'm trying to remember. There's a place in Orange County. There's a big Vietnamese market in Orange County. So some of them are they specialize, but they also have things from other Asian countries as well. There's a Shakey's near me in Alhambra, across the street from Wiener Schnitzel. All right, I haven't eaten in Shakey's in years. Is it any good? Is it worth anything? Yep, pizza buffet, endless low quality pies. That's CC's. Yeah. Hey Lola, welcome to the room. I believe this is Lola's first time in the room. Everybody say hello to Lola Devney and give her a warm Trippy Food welcome. Lola, we are 15 minutes from the end, but that's okay because we're still talking. We're still yapping up a storm, and we have one more snack left, and we have some more of this wonderful Indian beer that we're drinking, which is Taj Mahal Premium Lager beer. I don't seem to be getting lit off this, so I imagine it's a low APV. What is it? Yeah, 4.5 APV. That's nice though. It's a nice beer. A nice light beer. Not light beer like less calories, less filling. Well, just a lighter beer in general. The Mojo fried chicken potatoes and pepperoni pizza fresh when you can eat inside. Yeah. Now, it's funny we call them Mojo fried chicken potatoes because typically JoJo's, I don't know if you're familiar with JoJo's. JoJo's are potatoes, and usually the steak fries, the larger potatoes, and like fried chicken joints will take the potatoes and fry them in the same oil that they fried the chicken in. And they're typically called JoJo's. So I think somebody was, if you look at the episode that we did in Portland, Oregon at Friar Tuck, which is a chicken place, we eat their JoJo's, and it was funny because they don't call them JoJo's, they call them Little John's is what they call them. But I was talking to the guy. I said, "Oh, it's the same thing as JoJo's," and he goes, "I hear about these ho-hos. I don't know what these ho-hos are." But JoJo potatoes are the big steak fried potatoes that are fried in the same oil that they fried the fried chicken in. That's what that is. Oh, Nick is taking off. Got to go to work. Well, you got to do what you got to do, Nick. Glad you could make it. Always welcome. Hope to see you again soon. So we try to do it at the same time every week. We've kind of settled on Saturdays at 1 p.m. so we can accommodate the Europeans who want to come in. But might be flexible. We might have to change it if we've got something else going on and everything. But typically that's what it is. And hopefully we will see you on another live stream soon. So farewell, Nick, and have a great day. Okay, so back to the question we asked previously: what was the first product to use a barcode? And the answers were A, milk, B, crisps or chips, and C, chewing gum. And I think it was Sonic that said chewing gum, or specified why it was chewing gum, and he was absolutely correct. It is chewing gum. On June 26, 1974, the first barcode on a packet of chewing gum was scanned in Ohio. So it was an Ohio thing. So you have your history down to a science, Sonic. History and science, two classes mixed together. Milk. Now, Lola, John wants to do a Saturday beer tasting one day. Would he like to be on a live stream? Would he like to do a live stream? I would love to have John on a live stream and have him do that. Ask him if he wants to do that, because I would do that in a second with John. And if he has some ideas, John wants a beer. Do you not have one? Does he not have one that he can have? Yeah, but definitely ask John. I would love to do that with him and ask him if we can do it one of two ways. We can either do it on a live stream, or we can film an episode with him if you want, or we could just do it. What the hell? We don't have to do it for the channel or anything. But yeah, I tell John anytime he wants. Let me know. We'll plan on it ahead of time. But yeah, absolutely. And maybe I can get a ride so I can drink and not have to drive. So Lola, I saw that you said milk, but I don't see where the milk came from. There was somebody asked a question that had milk was the answer to that. Live stream milk. Oh, he wants to do. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Would love to have John do that with me. Live stream. Join me on live stream. So Lola, you came in a little later. It's funny because Claudia this was her debut on the live stream. She actually walked into the room with Doodle and talked for a little bit. So that was kind of fun. So we actually had Claudia on here. But yeah, tell John yes, definitely. But Lola, you mentioned milk, and I was just wondering why you mentioned milk, because I don't see the question where milk would be the answer. Wrigley gum, my favorite minty flavor. My favorite chewing gum is Blackjack. It's the licorice flavored gum, but I think it was the original chewing gum. There's a story behind that. That Blackjack gum was from a company called Adams, and the guy who started Adams was a friend of General Santa Anna. Now, General Santa Anna, if you remember, or if you don't remember, was the one who laid siege to the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas. And so after the battle, after the war, so he wouldn't go back to Mexico and bring more troops up. They shipped him off to Staten Island, New York. They didn't put him in prison or everything. They just I guess he got to live, a decent life in Staten Island, New York. But he brought with him chicle, and chicle is like a product from a rubber tree. And he would chew that, and I guess this guy Adams, who was a friend of him, says, "Well, what are you doing?" He says, "Oh, I'm chewing this chicle. It's, we get it in Mexico. It comes from this tree. We chew the sap of that, and so Adams took his idea of chewing the chicle, which Mexicans were already doing, and formed the first chewing gum company, which was Adams. And one of their first products was Blackjack, which was a licorice flavored gum. So it was off the market for a little while, but now Blackjack gum is back. So if you go to your Rocket Fizz or a place like that, you can still get you can get Blackjack gum, which they brought it back, and that's one of my favorite gums. So one of my least favorite gums is bubble gum. I just don't like the taste of bubble gum. That's just me. Oh, Janice, you're taking off. Oh no, it's Food Taster saying goodbye to Janice. So a Food Taster is going to lunch. Going to have lunch, everybody. What are you having, Food Taster? What are you having for lunch? Food Taster, always good to see you. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for making Trippy Food a part of your afternoon or evening or morning, depending on where in the world you are. Send my love to your better half. I will certainly do that. You could have done that yourself, but I think it was maybe half an hour ago or so. She was here, maybe longer. Farewell, Food Taster. Have a great day. Did you know Rocket Fizz candy store closed? The one in Burbank closed. There's one in Westwood Village. It's the next closest one, and that one's still open. So yeah, I did know because I showed up to get something at Rocket Fizz when we were going to do our sodas last weekend. I showed up at the Rocket Fizz in Burbank and saw that they were closed. So that's how I found that out. But I did go to the one in Westwood Village. It's the next closest one. For you, Val is smart. He knows a lot about food like you. But I wasn't sure who you were talking about. Having Persian, Iranian barbecue. Oh my God, that's right. You did say that. Awesome. Enjoy. How many briquettes fit in Tiny Val's grill? I want to say 5. I put them in on the episode, so when you watch it, you can count them. I think there was 5, and yeah, it was just like I didn't know if it was even going to work. I didn't know if it was like a display kind of thing or anything. Lola, tell John that Tiny Weber grill we use for our Labor Day episode. Well, I think I told him. He texted me earlier today, and I think I told him on that our Labor Day episode we're using the Weber grill. So you probably recognize that Weber grill. Okay, another snack, and we've got 11 minutes left. So let's get to the snack. This one is the Kurekure. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Like, I would say Kurekure, but that's just me. I'm thinking it's a play on words because it's Indian curry, right? Green chutney style, and it looks like there's dal, which is lentils, corn, and rice snacks. And they're all different sizes and shapes. And it looks like It looks like there's some other stuff in there too. There's a little thing of green stuff. Maybe that's curry. There's like a lime there and everything. So I don't know. Maybe it's a variety of stuff. It's so hot, put an egg on the tiny grill outside. Well, I have to put foil on it. I mean, I don't want to do the, I have more briquettes. I could put more on there, but that would be interesting. I mean, just to see if it, put a sheet of foil on there and then see if I can cook an egg on that without putting charcoal in. That'd be interesting. I should try that. The thing is, it has to be in direct sunlight, because just because the air is hot doesn't necessarily mean you can fry that. It has to have, it has to be hot out and have direct sunlight on it. So, I have to see. I'm not sure if on my balcony we have direct sunlight anymore. I think in the afternoon we get shade. Oh, it has a nice, pleasant smell. It looks like there's most of these. Maybe it's all these curly things, and everything else is just, you know, what they're made of, right? It's all made of the same thing. Because all I'm just seeing is the curls. So maybe it is a combination of lentils, corn, and rice, and all of them are mixed together. Because I don't see like a. I was looking at this and I was thinking it was like a variety of different kinds of snacks, and no, they're all these little Cheeto shaped things. So let's try that. That's pleasant. A little bit of saltiness to it. Kind of a little bit of sour flavor. I did see a picture of a lime though, so maybe that's what that is. A little bit of sour flavor to it. They're light, they're airy, they're crunchy. But you're using 3 different kinds of flours here, and they're kind of mixing together. So it's really hard to say that one stands out more than the other. Like I can't say that I taste corn, or I taste lentils, or I taste rice. I mean, I do. There is those tastes. Like there's an aftertaste of rice. Like after you've been eating rice, it's the same after flavor of rice. And I guess while you're eating it, maybe the corn is prominent. Made cookies by leaving them in a tray in a car. Yeah, you put things on the dashboard. A car will get hot. And it's in direct sunlight. And the sunlight is amplified by the windshield. So yeah, you can definitely cook in there. I know people that cook on the manifold, but that's not the same thing. You're cooking by the sun and the heat inside the car. I see people put stuff on the dashboard all the time and cook stuff on there. You know, you're absolutely right. Which is why you don't like leave animals and babies in a car with windows up in the summer, because even when it's like 70 degrees out or 80 degrees out, inside the car it gets a lot hotter than that. So yeah, you could cook on that. Wow. So it says green chutney. I imagine there's some curry in there. And it's funny because you eat a few of them and you don't really get that spice right off the bat, but the spice comes in afterwards. There's a little bit of a kick there. They're really good. I'm pleasantly surprised with all these, especially the Lay's, because like I said, I've been kind of disappointed with Lay's. Those are really good. Really good. Big thumbs up. Everything was outstanding. So Lola, and then anybody else who came in later, the snacks that we did, you may have missed it, but you know, it'll be, the video will be up afterwards, I think, and you can probably watch it again. So we did these Parle-G. They're like cookies. They call them biscuits, but you know, that's a British thing, right? These cookies. And we didn't do a hot sauce today, only because I couldn't find an Indian hot sauce and I wanted to keep things from India. We did these, and I'm holding them up upside down because if I turn them the right way up, I'm going to end up with a lap full of chips. These Lay's Spanish Tomato Tango, which are like really tomatoey taste, really nice. The Lay's MAXX Macho Chili flavored chips, which have a lot of crunch to them. Nice pepper flavor, nice pepper heat, and the Kurekure. That's what I'm calling them. Ones that we just tried, which are really good. And then our beer was Taj Mahal Premium Lager beer, which is an Indian beer, and this is imported from India, which would be a good chaser right now. Remember those Bell chips? I do not remember Bell chips. I mean, like chips that were shaped like bells. Were they? I saw tortilla chips maybe shaped like bells, and maybe is that what you're talking about? I don't remember. Opt for a shark partner. I typically have a pair of scissors here handy. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know why they're not here, but that would come in handy. But got them open, so not a big deal. We used to buy the Bell's variety chips in a box at Vons. I don't remember that, but is that a long time ago though? Because I've only been out here like 13 years, I think. I don't know how much older that is. I don't remember seeing them. I remember Tim's Cascade. Those are really popular up in the Pacific Northwest. I think they're made in Washington State. Tim Cascade. In the Boston area, there's a brand of chips called Wise. A picture of an owl on them, and those are pretty popular. So different places have different brand names that are local and really good. Again, I got the Tatoes the other day. The Tayto, which are Irish chips, and again, really really hard to find, but I did find them at a British market in, I want to say it's L.A. on Burbank Boulevard in L.A. And the place is called Friar Tuck, which is part of Robin Hood. Now they'll try their British food at some point in time. But the reason I was there was I was looking for. I was speaking to somebody who was mentioning piccalilli, and I said I hadn't had piccalilli. Turns out that piccalilli is very similar to Indian pickle, which I have had. But I went there to get it, and while I was there, I was asking the woman, how to get it, and how to eat it, and she says it's a condiment and everything. So it'll all become clear on the episode that I filmed from there. But yeah, little British market nearby. Nice, cute little place. Spanish tomato lays weren't trying to emulate some of the kind of food. Exactly. Neither were the that is your point. That I agree with you completely, Janice. That where Lay's seems to drop the ball is when they try to emulate something, and it says like pastrami dip sandwich Lay's or Nashville hot chicken Lay's. That's why they drop the ball, because then you eat it and you go like, I am not tasting Nashville hot chicken. I am not tasting, pastrami sandwich. I'm just not tasting it. So that's where Lay's drops the ball. When they just come out with a flavor and they say this is a Spanish tomato flavor, yeah, they hit this one out of the ballpark, I think. Really, tomatoey, nice. I agree. Really tomatoey. I'm gonna have to revisit the Canadian ketchup chips though. Did we answer the last question? We did, the chewing gum question. I would ask another question, but we're at 2:57. We have 3 minutes left. I don't know if it's worth it. Peace and chicken grease. Later, Trippies. Hey, Stoner. Yes, Stoner is the one that have you trademarked that yet, Stoner? Calling the people in the room Trippies. So that works for me. Stoner, always good to see you. Hope to see you again next week. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. One more sip. We have time for one more sip of beer. I say we have time for one more sip of beer on the live stream. Who are we kidding? I'm not going anywhere. It's 100 and what is it right now? Let's see. It is. Ooh, it's 108. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here and drink this beer. I might put it in the freezer for a minute just to get it colder and everything. But yeah, I'll finish this beer. I'm not going anywhere today. It's crazy out there. I usually say that. That's my tagline. It's crazy out there. We covered a lot of stuff I wanted to cover, but this is one of the things I wanted to mention last week. So I don't know if we have any massholes in the room. And I know that sounds like a bad thing, but if you're from Massachusetts, that's actually like a term of endearment, that you're from Massachusetts to call a masshole. Anyways, so this is something that maybe only a masshole can appreciate, because I don't know if anybody else has actually seen this. Does anybody know who Anthony Martignetti is? So Anthony Martignetti, back in I want to say it was the 1970s, he was this kid, and they had this Prince Spaghetti, which is a local brand of pasta and sauces and stuff like that. He was this kid, and supposedly he lived in the North End, And in the commercial, his mother's yelling out the window, Anthony! And the kid goes running through the street. They show the kid running into the street, and he goes, Anthony's trying to get home because he knows that Wednesday is Prince Spaghetti Day. So he knew that they were having Prince Spaghetti at his house on Wednesday. I don't know if the woman yelling Anthony was his real mother, but his name was Anthony. It was Anthony Martignetti, and he was in this commercial for Prince Spaghetti that's like famous commercial. Anyways, so several days ago, Anthony Martignetti died. So it was a, like I said, people from Massachusetts, you go like, Anthony died. What? No way. Anthony's dead. And it's like, all you had to say is his first name. You didn't have to say his last name. But yeah, a little bit of cultural Boston history. Anthony Martignetti has passed on. And now it's God going, Anthony. So there we go. Just wanted to mention that. Thank you to Willis Carrier for making our summers more. Oh, the air conditioner. Yeah, I don't have air conditioning in the room. Again, I have 3 fans going. It's not too bad right now, but we had air conditioning in the other room. I'm sure that's cranking. I'll drink my beer out there afterwards. I'm hungry on Thursday now. It has been a fun episode. Thank you. Hope to see you and your beautiful Claudia soon. Likewise to you, Lola. I will pass on your love as requested, and hopefully we'll see you again in another stream. So it'll be nice. And also talk to John, find out when he wants to do this and everything, and let's make some plans and make that happen. That'd be really cool. Get him on a live stream. It'd be fun. So we are at that time. I can see by the old clock on the wall that's not on the wall because we don't have a clock on the wall, that it's time to go. But again, as I'm never going to get tired of saying how much I appreciate you guys for spending 2 hours of your afternoon with us on Trippy Food. I learn from you. You learn from us, I hope. It's a wonderful interactive experience. It was the high point of my week. So I thank you all for showing up. A very nice welcome to the people who have just come here for the first time, and then our old favorites, people who have been here since the very beginning and everything. Always good to see you. So just remember that it is crazy out there. So be very careful. Take care of yourself. Take care of other people. And we will see you soon.